everyone, Crafting Vicky here with you, and I'm here to do the cards following the oh my god, I'm having trouble finding my words. Following the backgrounds that we made, now we've got to make the cards to put on top. So I figured that for this, I pulled out a bunch of told you I had a lot of different paper scraps of different colors. So these are all the blues. I pulled out some reds and a black. And I figured I would use these as a layer element. I've got some card base, and then I pulled out some stamps that I haven't used in a while. I keep them in this here, and it just says, I don't know why it would say trip and flowers, miscellaneous flowers, because there's nothing regarding trips anymore in this bin, but I guess at one point there was. So I figured we could do that, then we could stamp it maybe on some of this paper. I'm loving playing with this paper, and I've got big rolls, so this is perfect. And then we could just use some of my watercolor brushes, or some I don't know, I could also use some Sharpies and stuff like that to do the top part of it. So I've got some reds here, some cardboard and all kinds of stuff, and my cards that I shared with you guys yesterday that I thought would be fun to put on this. So let's just start by doing a few folding of these. I purchased these on Amazon. I could make my own, but it's a lot easier, and I found some cheap ones, so they're already pre-made, which is really awesome, and I don't have to bother with this. And a lot of times I put it in other envelopes anyway. These are 5.5 by 4 1/4. So in case you're wondering, because I tend to forget to give you guys measurements, I'm sorry about that. So I'm hoping that these turn out good. I have no idea how they'll turn out. It was just an idea that I had of doing this, but I'm not quite sure how in the end it's gonna turn out. One thing I was thinking of using as well is some bling, so I should pull out my back of bling before I start the timer. So I've got my little bin of miscellaneous bling. Put that beside me with my guillotine and my tape runner. And what else? I need a stamp for the... Oh, there we go. It's the start of a video. Obviously, when I open the drawer, whatever was in front, just falls. I have a bunch of different miscellaneous stamps usually in here that say hello. I was thinking of smile or something like that would be more appropriate with what I wanted to do, and I'm not finding it. And I'm sure I've got plenty, because I had put them all in here. So why am I not finding them? Uh-oh. I lied to you when I said I was almost done with my scraps. Just found a big stash of them. Uh-oh. Yeah, I got them hiding everywhere. This is so strange. I'm finding all sorts of other... I'm finding the thank yous, but I'm not finding... I'm finding grateful thanks. I do have hello friends, but I really wanted to say... Well, I could use this one, thinking of you, at the bottom. That would work. just about checking the other drawer that's right beside me, because sometimes I put stuff there and because it's convenient, but then I forget about it. No. I'm not finding the one I was thinking about. Got all sorts of other ones, but not what I really searching for. Okay, so it's gonna be thinking of you, and that will work just as well. No choice. I'm not gonna spend more time searching for this. And yeah, I was sure it was here, so that's what happens. You think you have something already set up, and then the setup doesn't work anymore. Those are little LED lights that you can, they work on a magnet, and you can recharge them. So I'm really loving that. And I've got a couple, so I can switch them up, which is very convenient. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. Start off the timer just so that I don't go crazy with the time that I spend doing this. And let's just get going with the first one. So we could just do something like that. And one of the thing I was thinking of is maybe lining this underneath, and then I could line on top. Just because it would be fun. I think. And so I'm trying to post more for you guys. I'm hoping that you're liking this. Let me know in the comments below. Trying to do stuff for you guys and be more present. I know last year I wasn't, the past year and a half I haven't posted as much. I used to post every single day at one point, and then I kind of burned out. So that's what happens. Now I'm wondering if I should just that might be easier to have a straight edge. I don't want the pieces of paper to be too big, because the cards are not that big, right? So I'm hoping to have some images that are stamped but not too big. So let's do a few of these and take it from there. And maybe, okay, so got a few ready to go. And I'm thinking, you know, like something like this. And, or it could be a smaller one. And then just stamping some little flowers. they're stuck to the plastic, of course. So I was thinking like stamping, maybe I could do 2, let's see. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to work out for my sentiment, because I thought initially that I was going to stamp it at the bottom of the card, but now I'm thinking maybe I should stamp it on a piece of paper, because I'm going to run out of space. So center this and center that. And if I want to have a nice clear stamping, I might as well pull out the mouse pad. And here we go. That's pretty. And I could come in side. I could come in and color it just up. Just coloring with my Zig clean brush. I've started playing with them again, and it's really fun. Instead of using watercolor, it's less messy, obviously. Not as much stuff to put away afterwards. So I'm thinking like that. Let's glue this down, and then I'm thinking of using some bling in the center to make them pop. And I was intending on using bling anyway. Center this. So I think it's a great way to use up your scraps, all sorts of scraps, plus playing cards and stuff. Because sometimes you've got playing cards like this, which is very plain, so you might not want, like, they're great for altering, but you might not want to do a spread with them, you know, compared to some that are more elaborate. And that could be pretty. And I could put a big one on here and a little one on here. Let's keep these close. And like I said, I want to put a little sentiment, so I'm thinking maybe I should stamp it on. I do have, I believe, some cardstock, white cardstock. I should. Not the same white. Trying to find something that's more white. like to use a scrap, but I did use a lot the last time I made small cards. Okay, I found one. Not quite the same white, but it will do. And the good thing is I can stamp it and then cut it and continue onwards. So here we go. Cut it too close. But then again, it's kind of hard because there's not that much space at the bottom, so it might be better if it is close. I want it a little bit smaller. I don't trust cutting it with scissors, that I'm gonna make a straight edge. And let's cut this little strip so that I don't stamp on it, because I could stamp it on the other side, but I'll probably forget to turn it. Let's be honest. So here we go. And my stamp didn't come out as dark as I would have liked, so we'll just remedy this with this nano marker and just go over the parts that are not quite as dark as I would like. Obviously, if I use my, well, I couldn't use, because it's too thick, I couldn't use the Misty tool, but so here's the first card. And then let's make one in the blues, just to be different and not have them all, because I don't know how many we will be making. So let's just glue this down so that it's not going to move. And then it's going to be easier to do the rest. So taking that and I go with more pale or darker. Got another type of blue too. Okay, I like that one. And I'm not gonna line this one underneath. I'm gonna keep this small piece so I can put it on top of another one, maybe. Maybe we could do two at the same time. Let's do that. Let's go wild and do two. I just noticed that there's an edge to this one that's showing. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, I will just use my Sharpie and line the whole thing up. This way it's even and the corners stay rounded. And then I could edge this as well. Like that. I like the look of that. Okay, so I hate when my glue gun does that. Hoping I'm in frame. Forget to check. So for this one, I'm thinking of doing just that here. And then maybe just stamping plain flower. Have some that don't have like really coloring. Thinking like this one. And where did I put my blocker? So and I could just stamp it on there. And just let's cut it out. I'll put it right there. Like so. And then have blue bling that I could use there. And not sure it's gonna pop if I put it there. It could on the blue though. Just have to be careful with the edge. That there's nothing on them. I don't want straight marks. And here we go. I think it turned out pretty cute. Okay, so let's do this one. And for this one, we could use the full thing. Could be something like this. Maybe two whimsical ones. There we go. Using what we've got is the best. And this one, I don't think I'm going to put a sentiment on it, but I will add some bling. Just because, why not? I've had this bling so long that I better use them before they stop being sticky. And here's the third card. We're doing pretty good. I'm quite pleased. I wasn't sure how many I would get done. So let's do another black. Maybe we can do them in double. It was good last time around to do two at the same time. I'll put it that way. And I just realized I didn't cut this one yesterday. I guess I went too fast. There we go. I'm thinking of putting it higher maybe. This way we would have more space at the bottom. Put it here. Now the question is, do I want to do some lining under or just on top? I'm thinking maybe just on top. Got two. And I could put a little red one. Could put the little red sentiment. This one has a little tail. Just remove that. I just want to take a fast picture. Trying to be better at posting on Instagram to give you guys a little heads up of what's going on. So just want to be able to do that. This one I'll put here. Like so. And it's so much fun because there's so much layers on these cards. They're really making me happy. You know how much I love layering, and these are just like really fun for that. And I'm just gonna cut it in the middle so that it's fairly square, and I can put it here. And with one little flower. Okay, I made my mouse pad disappear. Could use this one, I haven't used it yet. Let's use this one on one of them. So I like having them different. So use that one, and we'll use this one on the other. So happy I'm using my stamps, which is something I don't do enough. And I'm hoping to encourage you guys to be using your things as well. Okay, so put this over here. And this one over here. And let's stamp twice the thinking of you. I'm hoping it fits. Maybe I'll have to remove the flower. Just cut out the flowers because it's not going to fit otherwise. And here we go. Yeah, as I thought, it wouldn't have fit. But now it does, so that's perfect. And we've used a bunch of little scraps of papers that were cardstock, basically, which I have a lot of. And let's add a little something to them. Would be the little red dot. And that's pretty much it. So we've done 5 cards. My buzzer is about to ring. But we've managed to do 5 cards, and I think it was a lot of fun. And I still have all of these backgrounds that I can use either for card making, or I could use them as well to do other projects, because I like using big cards like this for journaling out of the box as well. So this could be really fun as well to alter and to play with. So these are definitely going to be used in something else. But I wanted to, like I said, share with you some other ideas to use playing cards, and to get you thinking of your supplies in different ways. So I hope that it was helpful. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. If you haven't subscribed already, why don't you? And I hope to see you guys next week. And if you're interested in mixed media, I'm posting a lot more, so don't forget to check out my channel. Love you guys. Bye. Stay safe.